Hello and welcome back to the colony with Man Antz. We are back in Per Aspera. Our power is horrible. Horrible. I can see some... oh, we've got our bioengineered lichen. Wonderful. What does the bioengineered lichen actually do? Where are you? Introduce genetically altered lichen that can convert CO2 into O2. Okay. So we can just build stuff which builds up lichen. That's wonderful. We don't want that one. We don't want wind farms. The hyperloop might be useful, but we don't really have separate locations. So we could do a couple of these, maybe. What have we got military-wise? We've only got the 10,000s there. What does this one do? Takes in chemicals. Yeah, see, that's the problem. And that takes in chemicals and water. We definitely can't use that. If we upgrade it, we get more of a colonist limit, but I don't think we're there yet. We don't need to worry about that one. The spaceport limit, I don't think we've hit our spaceport limit yet. I probably don't need to do that one with our building limit either. Although I say that, I don't know what our building limit is currently at. Maybe it is more of a concern than I think. But I think for now we'll just get one of these nice and easy ones done here. Yeah. So yeah, power is terrible. There's been an update to the game. Well, today I got the update. And it looks like for immediately we can see these little red bars here showing us exactly what's happening. That's quite nice. Obviously, it's not nice that our power is basically... No, we have it down the bottom as well, look, showing us whether it's on a downward or upward trend. I love that. I love that. It also sounds like the music is ever so slightly different as well. And even the view looks a bit different. I don't know if that's just me. By default, as you zoom in, it goes on an angle now rather than going straight down. That's why it looks a little different. Cool. Is it by default or is it what you last used? I think it might be what you last used, actually. It is. I still don't recall that being there before, so I'm going to still class that as a new thing. Yeah, so our solar energy is at 1527 at the moment. Our stored energy is obviously plummeting. It's 1526 now. It is not doing very well at all, is it? Where are we? I see where we are, right. So we have all this stuff up here which is still being built. They're still working on that. That's excellent. Excellent. Good job, guys. We were working, or we started this off, and we started off our second little site last time. Yes, of course. So that's what we sort of need to be focusing on, and at the same time dragging these guys along as well to join up the two areas. What I could really do with 1532, I think is going up. 1533 is going up. Have they changed something with the power? The way the power is calculated or something? Because 1566, it is going up now. We're still at a minus 300 according to that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they've changed something with the power, which is why it's all currently so absolutely horrible. So, we have iron, we have carbon. What do we have over here? We have chemicals, iron, silicon, and so we have glass, we have steel. We have electronics. So what don't we have? We don't have parts or polymers. Polymers need chemicals and carbon, which we do have actually. Oh no, we do have polymers. So take it back. We've got the polymers right there, look. So do we have parts, which take steel and aluminium? I cannot see parts. I cannot see parts. I cannot see parts. So let's put in another parts factory over here. Let's... Oh, hold on. What? Excellent. Just do that one. Yeah, I just told her to build a parts factory Mark II. I don't want a parts factory Mark II, so we're going to undo that. We're going to get rid of that one. Power is still not good. Kind of gets to 0 and then starts building up again. That doesn't last very long. I don't really understand what's going on. Ah, right, so that symbol means that it's full. So that's a new symbol. That's a very useful symbol, because basically it means that if we were actually using this storage down here... Why aren't we using this storage?
Array will heat the poles and raise the planet's temperature efficiently.
doesn't have any power. Doesn't have any power. So everything's so low, so it now has like a hierarchy to things? Like an order it turns them off in? There are so many things that are full. We need so much more storage. We're still waiting for other things to get built over here. That's the problem. And the power situation isn't sorting itself out. And it doesn't look like anything's getting built up here all that fast either. I'm a little confused as to what's really going on. We have had stuff get built down here. It does look like it's just turning things off randomly, because that is on. We need that solar energy to go up, but it doesn't want to. We do have lots of uranium. And it doesn't take uranium to run nuclear power plants, fission plants. It doesn't take them to run. It just takes them to build. So I think I wanted to do that thing where you hold it down, of course. Is it a shift? I think we're just going to do a run along here. Honestly, wherever it'll go. Come on now. I know it flicked white a couple of times, but wasn't quite quick enough to get it. And that will also join up the two sites. Obviously, there's no maintenance over a lot of that, so we'll have to build a couple of maintenance facilities. That's fine. In fact, just the one will probably do it. Oh, we've got a space mirror array. Wonderful. Let's just get that one going, just because it's a low down one. Maintenance facility, if we can get that. Once that autosave has disappeared. Pop that there. Wonderful. And then let's make these high priority. Try and sort out this crazy power situation. They must have changed the way the solar energy worked. The solar energy was always really dependable compared to wind, as you might recall. Didn't enjoy wind energy. Solar was always much, much more dependable. It didn't really vary all that much. It looks like that has now changed, that they've updated that, so solar is no longer the super useful resource it was, and it's just basically you could use it as an infinite power support source pretty much going forward. Looks like that has now changed for the worse. So let's build a whole bunch of fission plants to make up for it instead. So that's why our stored energy has changed, because it is turning stuff on and off as we go. We are making a couple of extra fission plants down here. Is there just one work? No, there's one down there as well. Oh, that's a person. Where are all the other workers from down here? I'm just low on workers. Why am I so low on workers? How did I get to my structures? So it's a factory. Do I only have one worker factory to start with?
Importing water will be useful for creating a green planet. While I can melt the permafrost on Mars for water, aerobreaking an ice asteroid for water gives me more options. However, I should proceed carefully. We may be burying important resources or discoveries underwater.
So I've upgraded that one. It's going to take a little while to upgrade, but that's fine. In the meantime, I won't do anything. I've also given it priority as well, because obviously we want to prioritize the building of drones if they're getting quite low. We're going to make another one as well. I'm just trying to get an idea of where would be a good place for that. So they use parts, electronics, glass, and aluminium. I can see some parts there. Some electronics there. Oh, I said electronics. I said parts, I meant electronics. Aluminium, electronics. Electronics. Where am I making parts? How are my parts doing? They're okay. I've got lots of them. Parts are down there. Oh, there's some there as well, and some aluminium there, which is why I built the work hub in this area, I suppose. So maybe we'll just put it down like here. So that'll be 2 Mark II factories once that is up and running, which will hopefully not take too long. In the meantime, we are slowly working on getting some of these. And we've got the first one up and running, or was that the one that was already there? That might be the one that was already there. And how much electric do these produce? 100. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should get us out of this red hole that we're currently in. So we need to build a maintenance facility over here, because this is all slowly crumbling, this nothingness. Maintenance takes polymers, electronics, steel, and aluminium. We have steel, aluminium, polymers. Do we have electronics? Yes, we do. Okay, let's build a maintenance facility then. Obviously, it's quite crucial down here at the moment. Trying to see where I can put it to get the best. Why can't I get it anywhere there? Let's go for there. And again, we shall prioritize that to make sure that gets built as quickly as possible. It's right next to the hub there, so it should get everything in there pretty quickly. And it's done. Excellent. That was very quick. So as soon as that starts making some little drones, they'll start going off and actually repairing all this stuff, which is, it's crawling into a hole a little bit, isn't it? Our power's dropped by another 100. I don't understand what's happening with the power. I really don't. Obviously something's changed. I haven't really quite figured out exactly what it is. These are taking... What do you mean rubble? Oh, because I told it to get destroyed so I could build a chemical plant there. Yeah, it says it's too close. I need you to go. How do I get rid of you? Oh, because there's still stuff in here, so it's still actually working on dismantling it. I see. Yeah, so we're in a bit of a quandary, really, aren't we? Our workers are starting to creep up a little bit, which is nice. We need to get those up to max because that's really slowing everything down, being at like, you know, 2/3 of our current. This is starting to actually get built up here, which is lovely to see. So we've got all these resources to go yet. These are taking their sweet, sweet time. There's a couple of workers around. Obviously, it doesn't really have the materials it needs to build anything down there, but still. Everything is so full. Surely when it's full, it stops running, so that should use less power, right? That would make sense to me. That would make sense. Building lost power. There's just going to be loads of them, isn't there? Why are you not making the parts factory? Did I not just tell you to make that? What happened to it? What happened? It must have got hit by an asteroid. It just got immediately destroyed. Which is kind of sucky. So I might just leave this ticking over down here for the moment. We could put the research stuff down, I guess, to actually get that moving. I'd love to have everything connected up before then. That would be wonderful. Why does the fishing plant have a stockpile? Can everything have a stockpile? Don't know. But that is getting there slowly. Why did you bring over polymers over here when none of these need polymers? Why do these all have a stockpile of stuff? Oh, it shows the in transit. So the stuff which is in transit here. I see. Okay, it's starting to make a little bit more sense. So that first one is nearly done. That's going to be bad for us. 31 days until that happens. This over here is nearly... I'd like to get rid of this, please. Could we prioritize the removing of this one electronics so I can build that chemical plant? Thank you. Although saying that, do we want to be building anything else? We've also built a carbon mine up there and it's not connected to anything. Right, that's finally gone, so we can now build that chemical plant when we can. It's probably not sensible to build much at the moment with a complete lack of power. Did I... Oh, that's where that just got destroyed. Let's rebuild. Yes, lots of buildings are going to have lost power, unfortunately. It's not a huge amount I can currently do about it. What I could probably do is actually just build, like, down here, where we've got a couple, like, there's uranium there. There's lots of uranium up here, isn't there? So maybe we'll just turn, like, if we can get more stuff in the middle here. And there's a flood zone, though. If we can avoid flood zones, that'd actually be great. So maybe we will come over here. And we'll put a couple around here. And then again, we will prioritize all of those. I didn't see anything about power in the upgrades. I saw that they did a lot of logistics work on the way that all sort of... We need to rebuild that mine, please. Yes. And these aren't getting repaired. Why are you not getting repaired? Because there's no maintenance covering you. Obviously. So let's pop that down there as well then. Crazy. What a crazy world we live in. So a few things I can see which are empty. So let's get rid of these. I'm assuming they just carry on dragging power as well then, even though they are empty. Any others we can see? This one over here, perhaps? We do just have to be careful that if we delete one of those, it doesn't then immediately delete the like an important road. Like a transitway that's in use. And we don't isolate anything, we just have to keep a bit of an eye on that. So how are we doing? We've done one of them. We're not far off doing that. There's a little bit of aluminium to get there yet, but that's not too bad. Our maintenance facility got destroyed. Of course it did. Of course it did. That's just typical, isn't it? Literally just built the thing. It was brand new. It was brand new. There's a lot of water down here. We are going to want to target that, I think. Although our water's doing okay. Electronics are currently suffering a little bit. What do electronics take? No, silicon. Silicon and aluminium. A couple of silicon up here. Some aluminium I can see over a different direction that's now gone. Let's just do this one. Up there. So let's maybe get a couple of... what did I say? Electronics. Yeah. We'll get a couple of electronics down here. Now, we don't really have the power for it, but we're going to have to just hope that it arrives at some point. So we've got a fission plant built over here. There's a couple more on the way. We've got another one there. Oh, this is starting to look a bit better for our power situation now. Not quite as horrible anymore. I'm assuming everything that was powered off will get turned back on its own. I won't have to worry about it myself. A few other things that got destroyed, or at least one other thing that got destroyed. And these are just pending scrap, aren't they? Are they? Are you? How do I see the resource underneath you? Oh, that's very frustrating. I guess we'll rebuild it then on the assumption that it's not. Why would it be just like rubble if it had been dismantled efficiently? A couple of things I have to build up there, but that's going okay. We've run out of power, even though we've got a couple of solar things, but that'll be up and running soon. We've got a level 3 colony now. We have the biodome. Convert CO2 into O2. I do want to get a biodome down. Let's just pop that down right there. And we'll have a look at that when that's done. I'm excited to see that. Power is at just minus 32 now. So we just get one more of these up and running. Are you not within maintenance? Oh, you are just on the cusp, aren't you? Just on the cusp. Okay, let's pop that down there. I might, because these are getting built so much faster down here, I might just pop in a couple extra, I think. just to give us an overabundance of power. It's not going to hurt, is it? And then very soon we shall have this. We probably need to get Hyperloops researched. If we could get a Hyperloop like there, between those two areas, like between that base and this base, that would probably help quite a lot, wouldn't it? I'm loving how our base is just kind of like... Oh, there you go. Sandstorms over there, look. How our base is just sprawled across the surface there. It's awesome. I do love it. Love it. Yeah, so this factory down here which ran out of power was because of that sandstorm. It's actually now doing okay, look. So I was going to say, everything down here has got quite a lot of stockpile now. But we do probably have a bit of an electronics issue. It's hard to tell. Oh, you can see, I don't know if it had that before, or if it just didn't, because that's our main one. But we do have plus 10 power at the moment down here. So we could probably do something, but then if once it's joined up to the grid, we're going to have so much power anyway, aren't we? So shall we start getting some better mines in? Like, how much power does that take? 15, so we're going to need to get some more power in as well. Let's get another solar farm in, like here. Just to cover that up until this little road here is finished. Yeah, so that guy's actually given this guy all of the stuff apart from the uranium, which is very useful. That is very, very useful. Our biodome is done. Look at that. Look at that. That's awesome. It's literally just a park in a bubble. I love it. I love it. How's everything down here? Everything's looking a bit better down here. And also, of course, we now have power back. So let's start thinking about getting some of this stuff done. So that's more chemicals, which will be... We've got a lot of chemicals down here. A lot of chemicals down here. We could probably do with actually connecting this guy up to something. Let's do that. Everything's quite full again, but I don't know. Like, there's storage right there. So what else? I might put like just another storage down here. Just to try and ease that a little bit. So I'm sort of missing some sort of fundamental idea of how some of this is supposed to work, I think. So a couple more things got scrapped. A couple of kind of later things as well. That's not like one of the early ones we made, is it? There's an aluminium mine there that's gone as well. Is that empty? No, why isn't it operative? Is it not within power? It is not. Okay, let's build a fission plant just there as well. I think I'm going to just stick with the fission plants at this point. They seem to be a bit better for us. There is some iron right there as well. Let's grab that whilst we're here. Now that it'll definitely have power. A couple of carbons. There's lots of stuff down here. So much water down there. Water does currently say it's in the red, so I might have a bit of a crazy little water expansion over here. Let's build so many water extractors. Oh. Okay, right, let's get the Hyperloop down. I think that's going to be quite useful for us. I don't know exactly how it works yet, but we'll figure that out as we go. So, water extractor, water extractor, water extractor, water extractor, water extractor. They are all covered under their, all like connected to themselves, but I imagine, yeah, at least one of them's going to need some power. So let's get some fission power down there, and we're going to need some maintenance as well, I suspect. Only just, actually, only just. Let's pop that down there. And that's going to cover that chemical plant, so I could put in a couple of food factories. In fact, let's do that now. We're going to put a chemical plant in just there, which I'm hoping is going to be covered by that fission plant. Ooh, that's going to be close. That's going to be close. And then we're going to put a couple of food factories in down here then. And then we're going to need some storage. We'll pop that like here in the middle. Hello. And we're going to need probably at least one other worker. I might pop 2 down. Cool, nice little expansion going on over there. This is getting very close now, isn't it? So our power is now doing superbly. To be perfectly honest, it's doing just great. Power-wise, this little area is not telling me anymore. Why can't I not see that? Oh, because it's now joined up. It's now part of one circuit, which has had quite a detrimental effect on our power. Thumb straight down there, look. But I suppose that's somewhat expected. Well, it was sort of self-sufficient, so I don't know if it's entirely expected. And then we just have lots and lots of carbon. What is carbon used for? Steel. It is a lot of carbon. Let's make at least 1 carbon mine, although I don't think we're going to need... where is it? There it is. Don't think we're going to need all of those. It's going to need maintenance if we build it there, so let's pop it up here. And then let's build... I was going to say another steel factory, but we may as well upgrade that one and open that one up, right? Steel was also iron, and I just noticed there is another iron mine just here as well available. We could probably do with getting an aerological scanner down here, so let's pop that like there. And then whilst we're here, we may as well get that... oh, we do need military as well, don't we? We're going to need a fair bit of military over here, I think. So let's go military. Military. And then one like here. Somewhere up here where it'll go. There we go. Excellent. And what does a drone factory require? Polymers and electronics. I might put a drone factory down here then, just so there's one close. Pop that down there. So there's a few things going on over here now. We could also think about upgrading some of those other mines as well to get them a bit more efficient.
Hyperloops, the stuff of legends on Earth.
Are they?
This technology will allow me to connect distant sites across Mars. I will be able to spread out so much farther. Fitting that the first Hyperloops will be built here. The 21st century entrepreneur that pioneered the technology is actually buried on Mars.
Ooh. I don't know... Yep, that's fine, go over there. So this isn't actually protected by military. None of this is either at the moment. We might need to think about doing something about that. All this has actually been built, I've just realised. So let's get a silicon mine in. We have a couple of chemical plants. We are going to need some iron and some aluminium and some carbon. Now they are all going to need power. Well, not all that much actually, but we are going to need a little bit. So we'll pop that up about... If we pop it like there, that covers a few more things. And then we're going to need a little bit of maintenance as well. Again, it's a bit further reaching than I anticipated, the maintenance. But we'll pop that down. That should be far enough away just there. Cool, so that started a little expansion there. Factory-wise, we just got silicon, aluminium, carbon, iron. We've got chemicals as well, didn't we? So let's get a polymers factory down. I don't know whether it's a sensible idea to build stuff in that little factories in the flood zone, or whether we should be... Might just build like pretty much one of everything, to be honest, and it'll just sort itself out when everything else is there, right? Did I do parts? No. Can we get that to join up with that? Yeah, let's pop that there then, why not? Anything we're missing? Polymers, I think we did. Did we? Yes. Steel, we've got parts, we have glass. I don't think we did glass, did we? No, let's do some glass then. Oh, and I thought I told her to build the research thing. I got distracted, didn't I, with military, I think. Pop that down there. Excellent. And let's also build a biodome down here. Just because we can. Our aerological scanner is already up and running. That is wonderful. What is this? Oh, it's upgrading. Fair enough. Waiting for iron, which there should be a fair amount of, actually. Not sure why that's taken so long, but that's fine. That's fine. So this is all still being worked on. We've got one of the waters ready, but that's about it so far. We probably need... We don't have an aerological scanner down here, do we? Not combat. Not... Oh, temperature's interesting. Then we have a temperature one now. Did we have that before? I don't know. And there's humidity. What is this? Oh, it's like an ice river. Is it? It looks icy rather than watery, right? Or have we already started actually producing... Have we already had a major impact on Mars? The fact that it's already got a small ocean? It's not a large lake, is it? That's probably more a small ocean. I don't know. That's interesting. Let's take a quick look up here. So we do have something available. That's going to cost quite a lot. That one costs nothing. Let's do that. Excellent. Excellent. So this down here is just doing its little thing. We upgraded the road, didn't we? Yeah. Just saw that happen. It immediately fixed that one. That must also not been damaged. Let's just fix that as well then. It'd be nice if there's an option where you could say if something's damaged, then, you know, get rid. Something else has ran out of resources, so we shall clear that up. Oh, we're about to have an imminent impact up here. One, there it is. Didn't do any damage because nothing was built yet, so that's not too bad. We get away with that. Power and maintenance is covering all of this stuff as well, actually, so we may as well get that silicon mine in. In fact, what I should also do, I don't know if we'll be able to build in many worker hubs up here. So let's pop in a couple of worker hubs at least. And that'll join up those two areas a bit more as well, which is kind of nice. How are things going over here? Still waiting on a few things. We don't have a glass factory, do we? We only have one silicon mine. We only have one worker. Now that we have more... more things down here, let's definitely build a few more workers just to help things move along. Like, I don't know where I'm supposed to build workers. Like, is this sensible to build them in the middle of things? Do they have like their own territories, or will they just go wherever they need to? I mean, that's probably too many workers at that point, but it's fine. It is what it is. It is what it is. So power is still ticking down, but that's because we are building more and more things. So that's to be somewhat expected. I might increase our little crazy nuclear fission plant area. Pop a couple more in over here. Or at least one more. I might just do one more, just to try and make sure that we have enough over there. What was this? Maintenance. We're going to need that, mate. We're going to need that. Are you empty as well? Oh, you're in progress. Okay. Oh, you're being rebuilt because you were destroyed, weren't you? Yes, I recall. Something else there was destroyed. A lot of stuff getting destroyed. Am I missing like little attacks or something? Because a lot of these don't seem like they're necessarily... Well, that's ran out already. That's crazy. A lot of these don't seem like they would be like meteor strikes necessarily. So I'm a little concerned that we are being attacked surreptitiously. Food is looking terrible. It is looking terrible. We have water and chemical here now. I'm going to put another food... I can see we've already got one food factory there, but... Let's pop another one down. We're going to just have to try and keep an eye out for sensible places to make more. We don't have any over here yet, but there is a water source there. So let's pop a water extractor down, followed by a food factory. No maintenance there. Let's pop it down there then. So that's going to need food for that area over there. Electronics are ticking down, but I think they're better than they were when we started putting down more electronics factories. So I'm not too worried, I don't think, about electronics. That research is on its way, which is wonderful. And we have these other worker hubs getting built, but there's a lot of stuff to be brought in from elsewhere. And the Hyperloop is slowly being researched. This little water... We've got a couple more food factories coming down there, actually, so that'll really help the food situation out, because there's lots of water down there, isn't there? And chemicals. I can see chemicals as well, yes, there's plenty of stuff. You do not have any power, but that's because there's a fishing plant going to be built there, so that's fine. That makes complete sense. Why would you have power? Lots of food factories there that I'm sure are doing just great. Doing just great. Yeah, I don't know if there's just a better way. Like, I know you can see the traffic, which does that. Which kind of implies that each worker hub has a very specific territory and they don't really go beyond that. Although I just saw that guy go beyond it, so they lied to me. But I guess you need to look at where... Because a lot of them have really small territories. Like this one down here is red, but it's really small. So do I just chuck in another worker hub down here? Is that how that works? How does that not have power if everything else has power? If I just chuck in another one down there, will that resolve that situation a bit? Because there are now 2 working down there? I don't know. I don't know. Like this one here is red, but he only goes like this. He only does this. So do we need to put another one down there? Are we concerned that water's not getting out fast enough? Maybe I should have dedicated workers for specific runs, but then that seems like it'd be so hard to keep on top of. A lot of red down here though, so I'm just going to pop down a few more worker hubs, just sort of randomly, I think. As long as I don't have to do power or maintenance, ideally. That would be great. Yeah, so let's just pop in a few up there. Just try and help that situation out a bit. And once we've got the Hyperloops, it might help, or it might just mean that we can then have a really fast attachment between those. I think it's just like a super fast transport from one area to another. So if we wanted to take like a lot of this water over here, we could have like a Hyperloop from there to there, I think. I think that's how it works. So some more workers. How does this look in terms of workers? They're all red. But they don't have much to do. Like, they don't have... this guy's got quite a wide territory, so stuff coming in, that guy's super busy. Can they just go one beyond their territory? That's what seems to be happening. So this is red, but if I put another one down like here, this one will just drop it here, and then this dude would just pick it up and drop it over there. So is that actually more efficient? I suppose whilst he's carrying stuff there, this dude can go and grab something else, right? And they can... looks like they can use the same road. Yeah, I don't know. I don't fully understand how the worker logistics work. It'd be interesting to know a bit more about it, I think. So another iron mine arrived, or iron resource arrived down there, which could be very useful for us. I've not really seen anything about like ratios for stuff. Oh, hello. This isn't destroyed, is it? Just needs fixing. You do not have maintenance. Is that because something happened? I cannot see. There it is. It got destroyed. There we go. Yeah, I'm not entirely convinced that that isn't like sabotage of something. Our power is down to plus 150. But we're probably building, we've got to be building something up there. Yeah, we're building a fishing plant there. That one there has been built. Crazy. We've got that one there which has just been built. And we're still only at plus 100. And we've just built 2 other power plants. That biodome over there is working, which is lovely. So these things are going to start changing ever so slowly. At some point we're going to flood the planet, and that's really going to be a problem for us. We're not going to go too crazy with some of these things. Because, yeah. A lot of our stuff's in the floodplain, like hello, and hello. So we need to be working on getting a lot of this stuff probably a lot faster. But I think that is where we're going to leave that for today. I think that's been a pretty successful run so far. A little bit of water there. Yeah, we need to be careful because that's going to start coming. It's going to start. You can see it all over the place now, look. You can see it all over the place. It's cool to see. It's terrifying to think that a lot of my stuff's going to just be lost at some point soon. Yeah, we're going to leave that there. So we have sorted out the power situation, which I'm assuming is to do with that update that came out very, very recently. Has that expanded a bit more? Like those little rivery bits? Is that new? And that little bit there? Should I shut off my, like... Should I stop that? I'm going to stop that. I think we want to slow down the terraforming aspect a little bit. Maybe you can let me know if that's a good idea or not. But yeah, so we've got a huge new power factory. So we've got this area connected up, which is wonderful. We've continued to expand up here. This could be going a little bit faster. Maybe we need a whole bunch more worker hubs around here. Yeah, these... I know we are building some more, aren't we? We have some more down, yeah. But yeah, they do have quite a lot of work to do at the moment. So maybe we just need to go a bit mad with worker hubs. We're up to 87 at the moment. Only takes 2 power, so maybe that'd be a sensible idea. Then maybe we can build like a couple of runs across here just to try and have like another route to get stuff up and running. Well, that work hub's down. Excellent. And again, I didn't see anything. I didn't see like an imminent destruction. I didn't see the thing saying anything's going to get destroyed. I do wonder if we are just being targeted. I do wonder. We have maintenance. We have like military drones everywhere, so we shouldn't. But yes, anyway, next time we will work on our power a bit more because we're already down to plus 30, which is not great. It looks like there's a sandstorm coming in, is there? That's not what I wanted. I just wanted to get rid of that filter. It's different, a bit of a different colour over here. Is that a sandstorm? Nothing's coming up saying sandstorm. Might be because I've got a bunch of stuff over it though. But yeah, our power is tickling down, so we are going to need to probably build another huge raft of fission plants to deal with that. Is that discoloration something else? It's the biodome. It's the biodomes doing his bioming. That's what that is. That is awesome. So we're going to start to see some green come through there at some point, which is going to be amazing. Fantastic. Yes, so we'll do a little bit more of that, but slowly, so we don't get oceans anytime soon. We'll continue to expand in this area, we'll continue to expand in this area. We should do that research over there. That should be completed very, very soon. 99% it says, actually. So I'm going to pop a save in there just so we don't ruin that any point soon. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, do hit that like button. Where are you? This one, I think. Leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, all those good things. Don't forget I do stream every Wednesday at 7 PM UK time. It'd be wonderful to see you there to say hello. Otherwise, I shall see you next time in Per Aspera. And as always, thank you very much for joining me.